What's up? We're gonna wait for some people to get here. Then we're gonna bring in our special guest. How y'all doing tonight? I'm just gonna invite some people. We're gonna go down the line. What's up, y'all? Hope y'all are enjoying your Saturday. You know, it's hot in the NYC, man. It's hot out here, boy. So we're gonna get it popping. I got my girl, Anna D today. I'm just going to invite some people, let them know that I'm live and in effect. And then we're going to get it popping. So how's everybody's weekend going? Everybody good? Like, my weekend is going real well. It's real productive. Man, we just over here working. Anna D is somebody that I met years ago on a compilation called Paris to Brooklyn with Frankie Millette and Mr. Duckworth, and we did a lot of songs and collaborations, and it came out, you know, over here and in France, and we've been kicking it ever since, you know. So we're gonna come on here, we're gonna talk a little bit about how we grind and different things that we do. And, you know, because it's like, as women in the business, right? You know, we got to learn how to gel and work together and, you know, come together in numbers, because, you know, it is some females out now, and which is good, because before it was hardly no females out. It was a little crazy for a little while. I'm still inviting people. I don't know. This thing goes a long ways. But, you know, it was a period of time where it wasn't that many females out. And we had to fight for the right to party. But now they got a couple of females out, and which is good. But my thing is, like, you know, we need a more different kind of variety of females that's out, you know. So we're gonna get on here and talk about the grind and how we be moving. I'm just finishing up inviting people. Bear with me, people, bear with me. I'm almost done. Yes. So, you know, we on here and we getting ready to get it popping. I'm gonna bring Deanna on here in a minute. You know, ooh. We're going to bring her on here in a minute, and we're going to get it popping. So I hope everybody's weekend is going good. My name is Miss Knockout, like the punch. You know what I'm saying? And let me just adjust this thing, because I can't even tell how many people I got in here, because this thing is covering it. So we need to do better. This thing is twisting and turning and stuff. So I'm trying to see how many people we got in here. I don't want to miss out on that, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, sorry, I'm just adjusting my stuff right now. So, got it. So, we're going to bring Deanna on here in a minute. And we're going to go to discussing some things. Let me know, Deanna, when you in the building. Let's see what time it is. Let me know when you're in the building so we could bring you on in and get this party started. All right? Hey, what's up, Sherwin? How you doing? All right. So Deanna is going to come on in a few, and we're going to talk about a lot of things and how we grind and, you know, how we tag team each other. And we actually went to the Revolt seminar in Atlanta together. It was popping. Then I went to the one in Cali by myself, because she had other stuff. Like, she travels a lot and does a lot of things. So I kept on to the other one on my own. And, oh, let me pin. Hold up. Let me pin. Oh, shit. I forgot to pin this comment here, so when she comes on, y'all can see the information. Okay, we're gonna pin that. Yeah, so I don't know why it's so dark. This thing, boy, I tell you, this thing is dark. All right, so we're gonna bring Deanna on in a minute, and we're gonna start to kick it. I just wanted to get set up. I see everybody in the house. Showbiz, My City Radio, what's up? I want to move this over so I can see who's in here, the numbers and stuff. And we're going to talk about a lot of things, how we grind as indie artists, how we do stuff on our own. Deanna's also, a lot of people don't know that she does her own music. She has a home studio set up. I'm just in the process of getting my home studio set up now, which I should have been did. What's up, Showbiz? I see you, My City Radio. You know, what's up? I am DJ Alizé is in the building. My City Radio. I see you, D. I'm going to bring you on in a minute. My City Radio is a station, and actually Showbiz. Let me tell you, let me start take it from the top, okay? So, DJ Showbiz, shout out to him. I used to see DJ Showbiz in a party, you know, back when the parties was going on in New York City and it was hot and bubbling. And he used to be in the party mixing and stuff. But then, I caught him online. So I was like, oh, he looked familiar. So, I added Showbiz on Instagram and stuff. And then we've been kicking it ever since. Then, all of a sudden he was like, yeah, I'm going to start this Breaking the New. And he started it too. Like some people, you got to give it to people that do what they say and say what they do. Because a lot of people be like, oh, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. And then you look around, they ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, what happened? I thought you was... That's why I don't really announce. I got certain things rolling out, but I don't announce stuff until it's time. And when it's time, then I announce it. Because sometimes you announce stuff too quick, and then you're not ready to do it, and people look at you like, oh, yeah, here she is, crying wolf again. So he started Breaking the New. I sent the bulletin out to a couple of artists. Got with it. You know what I'm saying? And, he got it up and crunking. And I'm telling you, if you in here, artists, or you know an artist, I see you, Jiggy G. What's up, boo? It's the girl, Jiggy G. Go follow her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all know her from Uncle Luke days. She's doing a lot. Look, Jiggy be doing a lot. That's another homegirl that I got with, and we just gel. You know what I'm saying? Because when you a good person and you about your business, you going to gel with people. We ain't on all that old jealous stuff or you getting too much attention. You know how girls be doing. And when you do that, you miss out on stuff. You miss out on opportunities on what each other knows. And, you could pick each other brain. Me and Anna D, we pick each other's brains all the time. All the time. That's my homegirl, so I be calling her, but I gotta get it straight here. But we pick each other's brains all the time. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you looking for the Breaking the New now. It used to be on Instagram, but now it's on Facebook. You know what I'm saying? So, the artists, they get a chance to get their stuff spent. A lot of DJs ain't spinning new stuff. A lot of DJs is just spinning what everybody else is spinning. They going with the wave. You know what I'm saying? But people like DJ Showbiz is spinning new artists. And when I send the bulletin out, y'all better jump on it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all better jump on it if I send the bulletin out, because y'all are missing out. So we got with Breaking the New. I told Deanna, Anna D about it, and she got down with the program. She got in. You know what I'm saying? She had 2 little hot songs. They loved it over there. And we stayed up with the program, and now they're spinning our stuff on mycityradio.com. You could go and you could go to the website, look it up. They spin. They have different DJs on rotation. And you get BDS spins on there. Meaning that if your song is registered, you're going to get paid. And we registered with everybody. ASCAP, Sound Exchange, Harry Fox. Like anything you could think of, I'm registered. Because if you don't get registered, you ain't going to get paid. not jack diddly squat. You don't even exist on the books. You just doing it for yourself. So you got to handle your business, your back end. The back end, usually, I thought I pinned this comment, didn't I? Is a comment pinned? Wait, hold up. Let me make sure I pin. Yeah, it didn't pin. For some reason, it's not pinning. Is the comment pinned, y'all, or am I bugging? I don't know. For some reason, the comment won't pin. I don't know what the heck is going on. Is the comment pinned? Say yes or no. Do you see a pinned comment? Anybody? Yeah, I'm trying to pin the comment. I don't know. I'm going to work on that. We're going to get her on there. And that's right. They cover worldwide. What's up, DJ Showbiz is in here. And he's in here. DJ Showbiz is in here. Alizé is in here. City Rady's in here. If you an artist and you ain't politicking polichuco, then I don't know what you're doing. Oh, hold your finger down. Okay, wait, let me do it again. I got to hold my finger down on it. Okay, hold up, y'all. I'm just trying to pin this comment so when Anna D gets in here. What's up, Linda? I see you. When Anna D gets here, y'all have the information right up on there. But I got this thing propped up and let's see. Oh, I got to go find it again. Looking for the comment now. So yeah, so we getting ready to bring Anna D on here, and we're gonna kick it. Yo, I don't know why it's not pinning. Yo, I don't know why this comment is not pinning. I'm holding my finger down on it. I don't know, y'all. It's just crazy. I'll figure it out. So we can ready to bring Anna D in here. Anna D, you ready? Give me a hands up if you're ready. Give me a fingers up. And we're going to bring Anna D on here. Yeah, I don't know why this thing ain't pinning. Wait, hold on, y'all. Let me take this off of where I have it propped up. Hold it in my hand and do it right. Hold on. Let me get this comment pinned because I want y'all to have her information so you could go and follow her page. I don't know why. And I'm holding my finger on it. I have no idea of why it's not pinning. Like, that is just a Hardy Boy mystery to me. So we can ready to bring Anna D in. She's ready to go. Anna D, put your information in the comments so I can on your end. If you get a chance, put a comment in and I can pin it. So Anna D should be coming on. Hey girl, what's going on? Hey, I seen you for a minute. What's up, girl? All right. I'm like, which way did she go? Which way did she go? Anna D, you there?
Okay, there we go. There we go. There we go. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I could hear you. Hold on, let me make sure this
Good.
Wi-Fi.
What's up? What's up?
What's up, girl?
What's good?
What's up? Yeah, so
What's
this
good
is
with
Anna
y'all?
D. It won't pin.
Here we go.
So I'm gonna try to do it again while we talking. But tell the people a little bit about you and how you started in music.
Well, my name is Anna D. I go way back in the day. No, I'm just kidding. I've been doing music for a long time. You know, that's my passion. I've been, you know, I hear it from the family. I've been singing before I could talk. So that's how that came about. And it was just like a passion. I loved it. It was just something that made me happy. So I stuck with it. Definitely. And then,
Yeah.
you know, like I grew up in Ohio. Then I moved to New York. I pretty much grew up there in New York. You know, I did interns here and there, met a couple people here and there, and that's how it pretty much started. It was all about making connections. So
Right.
yeah, that's all it's about in this business, making connections and keep going. You know,
Right. Keep
yeah,
going. That's very important.
yeah.
Now, what singers or entertainers inspired you to get into hip hop?
Hmm. You know what? I like the locks. I like the locks and I like Nas. I know that's
Oh,
odd
okay.
for me, but yeah, I love New York rap. So New York rap was what got me like buzzing. I was like, oh yo, like when you hear it in the car, when you hear it in the radio, you get amped, like you like ah.
Right.
But that's how like that's what got me into it. I'm like, yo, I have to go to New York first of all, and I have to.
You can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
It's going a
So,
little shaky, but
now you
yeah.
used to work in the studio, and tell us about your experience of the studio you worked in, and and what did you learn?
Well, when I was young, I think I was like around 12. I worked, like I did an internship at a studio, and there I learned like all the wiring. Um, that was pretty much what I learned when I was 12. I learned pretty much a
Wow.
lot about the wiring. So like whenever you
Right.
have a problem, if something's not working, like, oh, the sound's not coming out, I don't hear anything, or it's muffled or distorted, 9 times out of 10, it's got to do with the wiring. So that was
Right.
like a huge learning thing for me. Like it benefited me a lot. And then from there, I I moved to New York. I got an internship working at like a label, and then another studio, and then you know I did all the groundwork, calling the record companies, asking them to play the song, sending out
Right.
EPKs, running
See?
to get coffee. I didn't get
Right.
no cheesecake though.
No, right. You didn't go get the cheesecake. They'd be like, yo, get to it, get the cheesecake.
Yeah, yeah, I
You
didn't
did
do that.
everything but the
But no,
cheesecake, girl, right?
yeah, yeah, I did it all. Like I was, you know, just from it was like a business starting from the ground up, and you know, I
Right.
was there from the beginning. I grew with it, I worked with it, and I learned a lot of different things. I met a lot of good people. There,
Hmm.
I got to write for different people in the industry, and it was fun. I learned a lot. Yeah, and
Wow.
then in
That's incredible.
another studio I worked at in New Jersey, um, I learned like a lot of things because they had like it was like a what do they call it, a camera studio as
Uh,
along with the recording studio, and they had like a lot of different things. So I learned different techniques on lighting
you
and
mean like videos? They did videos and
mhm.
sound? Wow. So you
Yeah,
was look, you was in the right place.
yeah. It was good. It was good, and I got like a lot of work done. Being, you know, interning there, I was able to access the equipment and get some
Yeah.
stuff done, and it was cool. It was fun. I definitely loved it. It was definitely something that benefited me, that kept me going. You know,
Right.
for sure.
So, now I know who I'm going to call because I'm setting up my studio. We talked about that. Something
Yes,
I
you
should have
definitely
did a
gotta talk
long
about that.
time ago, but when life happens, I
Hmm.
guess everything happens when it's supposed to happen. Maybe if I did it before, maybe I wouldn't have been ready or in the
Right.
right place to do it. But
Yeah.
now that's the pandemic, I just feel like I need to be more of doing stuff to the
Hmm.
point that I could send it out to somebody else to finish it, because of course I'm not going to learn mixing, but
Right.
I'm a quick study. I can learn laying down, but
Yeah.
then you got to wire all that stuff. So now I know who I'm going to call. I'll be like, Deanna, we
But
got
you
to
know,
be on the
now
video.
like times have changed and they got rid of so much of the wiring. Now they have it
Right,
where it's just a computer program and you don't have to deal with all that wiring,
right,
tripping over
right,
cords
right,
and
right.
nonsense. But it's definitely good things to know because it makes it easier, the process of like learning. You learn wiring, you learn a computer program. It makes it easier to know, to learn
Right.
things. Yeah.
Wow. So now tell me about like, okay, so we met during a compilation. It was called
Yeah.
Paris to Brooklyn with Frankie
Mhm.
Mullet.
Yeah.
Tell us a little bit how you came about that. I know how I came about the compilation, but tell us your story on how you met Frankie and all of them, and you
That
came
was
across
interesting.
Paris to Brooklyn.
I met I met Frankie through a friend of his, Gazuza, and that was through a friend of my mom. And he came, hanging out, and we were like, we do music. He's like, what? And at the time, I was a youngster, and he's like impressed because I was a female and a youngster into
Right,
producing. So he was like, what?
right,
And that's how he took an interest. And then he's like, oh, I know
yeah,
somebody. Let me introduce you. And then I went there, and the rest was history. And you were like the only artist that was nice. I won't say nice, but was cool enough to,
That's why
to
you gotta
talk to
tell
me.
it how it is. Sometimes you
You
gotta
know?
say stuff how you can only,
Yeah, like
relate
you
to it.
you were the only artist that was nice enough to come over and say, "Hey, what's up? My name is Knockout." Blah blah blah. And then from that moment, because I wasn't from New York, I was from Ohio, and I was new there. And then I'm like
Right,
in Brooklyn, and I'm like, "Oh, this is like exciting and new and scary
right,
at the same time."
right,
So
right, right,
I didn't know how people were gonna be or how people were gonna
right.
receive me or anything. But you came up to me and you were like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Knockout." And from that moment, we clicked and we was cool ever since. So I really
Right.
appreciated you for that.
Oh wow, thank
Definitely.
you. Thanks.
Yeah.
That's right, because you gotta like communicate and kick it with people because this business, and when you entertainment, like even acting and music, like you
Hmm.
gotta like get with people and gel with people because you don't know who's gonna be the next person to get you to the next step. You
Exactly.
don't know.
Exactly. Yeah.
And I learned a lot of stuff from you. You know what I'm saying? Because
Likewise.
you started up doing it so young, and then you was on the other end of it, on the studio end. I
Hmm.
mean, I worked at a label coming out of high school, and it was called Next Plateau, and it was after Salt and Pepper. It was way after Salt and Pepper. I think they were going into the Nina Sky era or whatever. But he made
Hmm.
me a junior A&R, and I learned a lot. You know
That's
what I'm saying? And actually, and Eddie O'Loughlin, I gotta find where he's at and look him up or whatever,
yeah.
because he probably be like, "Damn, you still doing music?"
Hmm.
And it's like you learn a lot, like going through the motions and these channels. Like you'd be surprised what you could use later in your
Right.
grind. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
So
Yeah. A
now
lot of it
let's
comes in handy.
yeah, right. So then you rhyme and like she sings and she does a little rhyming and she sings, like she mixes it up or whatever. Tell us about your style of music, of what your vibe is and what you like to do as far as music sound.
Sound wise, I like right now. I'm on the like island type vibe, the Caribbean vibe right
Hmm.
now, because that's my
Right,
thing. That's my shit. No, I
right,
really
right,
love
right,
that. So I'm trying to infuse that into my sound right now, and like I try to rap here and there.
right,
I like that a lot. But it's like something that you gotta be. For me, I gotta be in the mood for it, and it's
right,
nice
right,
to be in the mood to get down like that.
right. To do
So
right,
right
you got to
now,
be in the
like I
mood.
haven't been like in the mood. I have a couple of tracks, in the past that I was spitting some hot to fire, hot to fire.
Right,
But I was
right,
spitting. But
right,
but right now, like I haven't really been feeling it. I haven't been in the mood for it. So I'm just doing like,
right,
R&B island vibe thing right now. That's what I'm doing.
right, right.
Yeah.
And it's working. DJ
Thanks.
Showbiz had made a comment. He said, "Why do you think females always start to hate on each other's movement?" Well, you give your view, and then I'm gonna give mine.
Because of insecurity, because of their own insecurity. That's why.
Mm. Number one answer. Ding, 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 ding. That's the
Yeah.
number one answer.
Yeah.
Insecurity. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I met females, and like you said, like they not friendly. Like how I came up to you and was like, "Yo, what's up?" Blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like, cause I'm secure in myself because of the way I grew up. I grew up in
Yeah. Yeah.
foster home, so I don't got no problem with going and kicking it with people or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of females, they just feel like they want to be the shit all the time, and you can't be the shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? We might go out together and we in the club, and you might have all the guys kicking it with you. It might not be my night. You know, they might be like, she's cool, but we ain't really feeling like that. We feeling a friend. So as a female, you got to learn how to fall back when it ain't your time to shine. Like a lot of females don't know how to shut the fuck up when the next bitch is winning. You know what I'm saying? If you learn how to do that, because you can't be popping all the time.
Right.
So a lot of females, I would meet them and they'd be like, I want to do this. I'm about my business. Female empowerment. Yay. And then when they see how I'm moving or they go out with me and they see I know a lot of people, they feel a way about that. And they start right. You know, we had a situation where that just happened. I ain't going to go into it, but it just happened. Like the person started hanging out with me and then all of a sudden, boom, they flip because they want to be the shit all the time.
Right.
And you come in the room, you bring me to a spot or a show, and the people's feeling with me, you can't get mad about that. You the motherfucker who brought me to the show. And then you going to get mad because people are feeling the shit. Yeah, so they just flip on you for no reason. Like, girls got a big problem with that.
Yeah.
And back in the days when there was no girls in hip hop and I was running behind the scenes, working, a lot of females, they was doing the Mariah Carey on me before the Mariah Carey. Like, I would see a certain female rapper, we won't mention names.
Oh, no.
And we would be at the same open mic every week. Every week you performing, I'm performing. You singing my songs, I'm singing your songs. We seen each other every week. So I seen this said rapper at another open mic. And we're in the bathrooms, I'm washing my hands, and I look over and I said, oh, what's up? I said, oh, yeah, you remember me from the other show? Blah, blah, blah. She looked at me, she's like, nah, I don't know you. I'm like, you don't know me? You see me every week. She's like, nah, I don't know you.
Wow.
And it's like, I got Mariah Carey before the Mariah Carey. Right. I was like, oh, she gonna say she don't know. But I realized that in some people's mind, if they give you props and say, oh, yeah, I know you, you did your thing, that's like giving you props. So they don't want to give you those props. So they shut you down. Now, I don't know you.
Especially if you have their friends around.
Don't know you.
They definitely don't
Nobody don't know you.
People around. Definitely.
Right.
Yeah.
So then I seen another female and she did the same thing, but this was on the acting side. I met her through going through auditions and acting, but the girl happened to do music.
Right.
So she seen me at another audition. We came, my friends was like, oh, this is Knockout. You seen her before? She was like, I don't know her. In my head, I was like, here we go again. I'm getting Mariah Carey.
Wow.
And then I seen her again. The same thing. I don't know. Okay. So look, if you don't know me, when I get it popping, keep that same energy.
Right.
You don't know me.
Exactly.
I'm gonna be like, I don't know you. I'm gonna see you 100 times, and I'm gonna be like, I don't know you. Remember?
That way.
Right. Go that. I don't. And that's how it be, because the person that you give that energy that you don't want them to get someplace is always the person that makes it. Yeah. It's always the person that makes it.
But to me, it's like, I don't understand why people act the way. I'm like, does that make you feel good to be an asshole? Does that make you feel good to be a douche? Like, come on now. I don't know.
Some people like being assholes. It makes their day. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So a lot of females behind the scenes, which the public didn't get to see, but I got to see because I was on the grind as a female rapper. Right. A lot of females behind the scenes was fighting each other. You know what I'm saying? When they see another female up on the climb, they would, like, them in their camp would try to get rid of her, block her, start stories about her. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, Knockout. Oh, she's a crackhead. Boom. And meanwhile, you haven't done a drug a day in your life, but they'll be telling people you're a crackhead because they don't want people to fuck with you. That's what females do. Yeah, it got crazy. That's what females were doing to each other for a long time. It's not only females, it would be their camp too. Because if the guy in the clique had a girl in their camp, they wanted to make sure they girl pop. So when you came around, you didn't get the light of day. They're like, oh, we need to get rid of this bitch. Who is this? Right. So every girl kind of wanted to be the only girl rapping. That was their thing. I want to be the only girl rapping. I want to be the only girl in the guy crew. I want to be the only girl. No, you can't be the only girl. Why? Because you're not the only girl on earth. Okay.
Right, right, right.
So
Yeah.
a lot of people
Instead of
don't
like
know
working
these
together
things.
to win, they want to like have competition and be competitive. I don't get that. I don't get that.
Right. And but like you said, it starts with insecurity
Hmm.
within their self.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thing about them that they're insecure about, and
Yeah.
they see another girl doing it and moving, and they like, oh yeah, I gotta stop her. It's like, what is this? The Purge?
Mm.
The Game of Thrones? Like,
Damn.
what show are we on?
Right,
You know what
right.
I'm saying? Because I
Where's
want
the
to be on a
love?
happy
Where's the
show like
love?
Good
Like,
Times or some shit. I don't want to be on the Purge or on Games of Thrones.
mm-hmm.
So tell us about your songs you got out now you're promoting and where we can find them at.
Right now, I have my single. It's called "Keep a Smile." No, no, it's called "Keep a Smile." You can find it like everywhere on all the streaming platforms. It's on Spotify, iTunes, Apple Music, SoundCloud. It's on everywhere. But the main place where you should go to get it, that would make me the happiest, is my website, anad.com,
Right,
because that's my website and it's direct to me. But if the most convenient way, there are available options out there. But
right.
to make me the happiest, it would be, to go to my
Say
website.
the website one more time so people can make sure they get it.
Annadi.com. ONNADI.com. Annadi.com.
Okay, I'm gonna put all the information when the replay comes on. I'm gonna have all this information. Since I don't know why I can't pin a comment.
Right.
There's something going on. Like Instagram will not let me be great today.
Yeah, yeah,
Let
yeah.
me just say that. So I've been pressing it, but I'm gonna make sure that I have all your information in the replay so that people, because when people are watching you, they can't really follow you.
Right.
Oh, he said, how do you spell it?
It's
Can you put a
O.
comment on
Oh,
real quick
yeah,
with
yeah.
your
I forgot to do it. Right. It's
yeah.
ONNADI.com.
So now, as females in the business, like me and Nadi, we like work together and we tag team each other.
Yeah.
And she knows about certain things and I know about certain things. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Put your
And you gotta
also
get
put
that feedback and learn
your
off of each other.
Instagram handle so they could your Instagram handle too so they could follow you.
Okay.
So like we know about like we go and we comb the internet and we find out something for everything. When we need something done, we're gonna find something to do that. You know what I'm saying? So we have a lot of sites where we submit like our songs for licensing. We got a lot of DJ pools that we put stuff into. And
Mm-hmm.
we this is that's another whole show. That's
Yeah.
another whole show to talk about all the things that we know. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Because like my uncle used to say, you know what I'm saying? Some things don't need to be told, it
Right.
need to be sold. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna
Yeah.
give you everything right now. You think I'm gonna tell you everything? I ain't gonna give it to you right now. I'm gonna
Right.
give it to you another way. But why? Because I'm a businessman,
Yeah. You gotta be like that
right?
sometimes.
Right. Because you
For a
gotta
friend,
work
it's
to get
different. you know.
exactly. Me and Deanna, we stay on our grind 24/7. If I call her 3 o'clock in the morning, she up recording. She up doing this. I'm up on the internet like a mad scientist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We always working and trying to find out new stuff to make our thing grows. You know, uh, I learned how to do my own
Varsity.
Google ads. People hire people to do Google ads. I sit there and learn how to do it on my own.
Mm-hmm.
You don't want to buy plays on YouTube. Why? Because you just doing that for yourself. Ain't nobody watching you. You watching yourself.
Right.
But if you do Google ads, people gonna see it whether they want to see it or not. And then
Mm-hmm.
they're gonna interact. They're gonna be like, "Ooh, I like that," or they're gonna watch it and keep it going. But
Yeah.
if they watch it and keep it moving, you still watched it, bitch.
I know, right? Yeah.
I got you. You know.
Mm-hmm. That's
So
what
you
it
gotta learn how to do it. So that's another whole Zoom class or whatever that we can have because we know about a lot. Yo, we know about a lot of shit, right, T?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
A
yeah.
lot, a lot.
Years,
So that's
years
it.
in.
That's
gotta
information. You know,
learn. You
we
gotta
give.
learn over the time. Yeah.
You gotta learn, and then you gotta put your work in and find your like. You got fingers just like I got fingers. You
Right.
got a brain just like I got a brain. You can find out this stuff just like I can find out. But what? A lot of artists are lazy. They don't want to do it. That's why people have teams because the team does all that stuff. But you ain't got a team right now.
I know, right?
You ain't at that point. You ain't Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, got a team to put your wig on every time you go on live. No. You got to
Gotta
do
get it off
everything
the
yourself.
lamppost. Can't be backwards.
Right, right, right. Yeah, yo, shout out to Showbiz. Showbiz is like, yo, what's up, Nana?
Yay.
Hey, what's up, Nana? That's my little acting friend. You better call me, Nana. You fell off. You stopped calling me. Go up back and get me a switch. That's my girl though. That's my other homegirl that I gel with on that we met on the acting set.
Yeah.
And me and her became mad cool. Why? Because I'm not a fucking hater.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But people try to make you out to be a hater because I also ain't taking none of your shit either.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They know that. So it's like that could be perceived a little way, but that you got to get to that point. Until you get to that point, I'm the nicest person in the world. But you ain't going to run over me.
Right,
You
right.
know what I'm
Don't
saying?
cross me. Don't come at me
Right.
sideways. Like
Don't
that
don't
won't
cross me.
work.
Once you do some bullshit,
Right.
like I told you, remember I told you we had this conversation. Once
Mm-hmm.
they do bullshit, I don't go back and forth with people no more. I
Right.
send them to the cornfield. You go straight like that movie, Children of the Corn. You go straight to the cornfield.
Mm.
You ain't even gonna know I ain't fucking with you no more. You're gonna be in the cornfield scratching your head like, she talks to me,
What?
but we ain't really getting nowhere. So
Yeah.
anyway, back to you. So Anna D, she got songs out now on Spotify, on everywhere. Now, as an indie artist, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's many places that you could put your stuff out. Which platform do you like putting your stuff out the best? Is it, did you try DistroKid? I did United Masters last time. That was pretty okay. I like the insights they give you.
Mm-hmm.
Which one did you do and what do you like about it?
Me personally, I like putting music out on my website because
Okay.
people can come directly to the site, and that's where I've seen the best results because it's straight to you. But
Right,
I guess out of loyalty, I'm sticking with TuneCore because that's who I
right,
started with. But
right,
I've tried, I don't know, like I think I tried what CD Baby, but
right.
I didn't see any benefit to it.
Well, I haven't heard that in a long time, CD Baby. I haven't heard that. Now,
Right.
Reverb Nation is good because,
Mhm.
see, we're going to give you a little bit of juice, right?
Mhm.
But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to put some, after me and Deanna blow up the earth, we're going to put a Zoom class together and y'all going to have to pay for this shit because I'm not going to work hard and find out all this information to give it
Right.
away from you like I'm the ATM and the welfare center. No,
Yeah.
you got to pay for that shit. Just like I go and to get information to get certain people to do stuff
Mhm.
that I don't know and they have expertise in, you got to give a little change up. But
Mhm.
artists don't like investing in themselves. They
Sometimes
don't.
they can't. Like sometimes people just don't have the money.
Right.
Like at one
So,
point, I been there. Like like I just
but
couldn't.
then when you didn't have the money, what did you do? I know what you're going to say. What did you do when you didn't have the money?
Well, I found a way. Like you find a way.
Exactly.
And,
Exactly.
maybe you'll make like a barter for this. I'll do this for you. If like you'll find a way. But
You'll
sometimes,
find a way.
right?
and
Sometimes
then and then you don't
afford
pay for
it.
everything because you're going to get got. A lot of these promo sites, they be throwing up numbers, buying play,
Mhm.
buying views and stuff like that. It be fake views, and you think 20,000 people watched you. Meanwhile, it's you and the kid that owns Instagram. That's it. So you
Oh.
got to really watch what you pay for too. You got
Mhm.
to pay for stuff that's going to put you ahead and
Right.
real deal and organic, not that
Right.
fake fucking play bullshit. You know what I'm
Definitely.
saying? Because once again, you just doing it for yourself.
Mhm.
You watching yourself, you doing it for yourself. So now, what's your goal for like the next 5 years in the future? Like, where do you see yourself and what is your plan on like beyond the
You
music?
hit me with the next 5 years.
Right, the
Oh.
next 5 years.
Well, in the next 5 years, I see myself.
It's like a job interview, right?
I
It's
know,
like a
right?
job interview. It's like
Nah,
in the next
like I'm
five
just
years,
trying
right?
to, be on the charts. That is my goal. I want to have multiple songs on the charts and maybe even not maybe, definitely in some film, in some commercials.
Put
I
it
just
out there.
out there, like I want to
Yeah.
definitely have my music out there and people loving it. That's what it's
Right.
gonna be for me in the next 5 years. So
So you
I
got to
just
work
wanna,
up to that. A
yeah,
lot of people get it thrown in their lap, but I feel like a lot of things that start fast end fast. A lot of people
definitely,
pop
yeah,
up and you think they just popped up overnight, but they might have worked 10 years to get to that point. You
yeah,
just didn't see it.
right,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? We was talking about earlier, I was talking about how I like Cardi B's grind. And I
Hmm.
was liking her even when everybody was hating on her in the beginning because I seen what she did. She went from the strip club, then
Hmm.
she was going up. I watched her go up and down the coast to different hostings with Shaft. I knew Shaft from back in the days when he
Hmm.
had Versatile, another good friend of mine. He was
Right.
a music manager, but he's smart. He got on to Cardi B and was managing her. They were going up and down the strip clubs. And once she got all that followers, and you
Hmm.
got a fan base, you got to say, ding, I got all these eyes on me.
Yeah, yeah.
Either I'm gonna sell something. What am I gonna sell? She picked
Hmm.
music. Why? Because to me, that was the best thing for her to pick because she does it well. No
Right.
matter what you say about Cardi B, she did it well. And you got to have some kind of smarts to
Hmm.
get where she's at and break your records and look how she looks. And her personality has a lot to do with it. But
Right.
you still got to have a brain in your head. Like a lot of people
Definitely.
get
Yeah,
to a
yeah.
certain point, they can't get to the next point because they don't have the moves and the chess moves and the people
Hmm.
around them,
Right,
like we
definitely.
talked about earlier,
And
picking
it's a
songs.
business. You gotta have, a business mindset and go at it
You gotta
that
have a
way.
business mind. You gotta
Yeah.
look right, but then you gotta know how to pick those good songs. Some
Hmm.
people ain't good song pickers. We ain't gonna talk
Yeah,
about
we.
names and places now. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying?
Right,
But
right.
we spoke about this. A lot of people are great artists, but they don't know how to pick good songs.
Yeah.
If I was certain people, I'm looking at them and I'll be like, yo, I would do club songs or something that's gonna pop. I would leave that fuddy duddy shit
Yeah,
alone. People
yeah.
don't want to hear the fuddy duddy shit all the time. They
Right.
want to drop it low, get it popping, twerk in the bathroom, and all that good
I
shit.
know. At least the
You know?
bounce have a little bounce to it. Like. Mm-mm.
Right. But
Yeah.
everything shouldn't be a slow jam.
Right.
Like I don't want to hear your project and I'm ready to go in the corner and cry and
I
shit and
know.
look at the
Or
wall
go to
and
sleep
rock
like
back and forth.
like.
I want to feel like that all the time.
Yeah.
You know? So now that you got your songs out, you know that you're going to do videos to your songs eventually, so you
Yeah.
can put
Eventually.
that whole vision together.
Mhm.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And how do you feel about uh, like all the work that you're doing to put everything together? Like, do you mind it? Do you feel it's a lot of work, or do you not mind it because you're trying to get where you're trying to go?
It's a bit of both. It is a lot of work, but you can't. I don't mind it because it's something that I want. So I'm willing to work for it. But it's
Right,
definitely it's a mental type of work. You know what I mean? It's work, but it's a
right,
mental thing. For me, like.
right,
Yeah, it's a lot of mental work to
right,
keep motivated and to keep going, like and not give up,
right.
get discouraged or um, distracted with life. So
Right.
definitely,
Now, have you ever got to a point where you got a little discouraged and said, you know what, I just want to leave this shit alone right now. Like, have you ever gotten to that point?
I think I gotten to that point for like an hour, and then I was like, nah, I can't give
Right,
it up. I got to get back to it. You know what I mean? Like
right,
maybe yeah, because I was probably like mad and frustrated because a song didn't come out right or a mix didn't come out right, or you just get discouraged sometimes. But I
right,
don't think that it's been for any amount of time. Not longer
right.
than about an hour. Then I was like, nah, get back to
Hmm.
it. Yeah,
Right.
definitely.
I don't think that I could ever say that I thought about it a few times, like not that
Yeah.
I was going to do it because people discourage you, they say certain things, but
Hmm.
my thing is that I did it so long and went so hard, I got to have some sort of closure to my
Hmm.
grind. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? I feel like I sacrificed so much stuff and stuck with it.
really.
Like if I don't go hard to go home now, like what did I do all of this for? And
Yeah.
then
You dedicate your
people
life
will
to that.
discourage you.
You say,
Like,
yeah, this is my life, and I've dedicated I dedicate my life to it. Like you
mhm,
said, you make a lot of sacrifices. The choices that you choose to make in life are because of what the end goal is. So yeah, you
right,
definitely make a lot of sacrifices. So It's work, but it's worth
It's
it.
work.
Yeah, and it's
Right.
fun along the way. The process is fun. Yeah,
Hmm.
it's challenging and all
So
that, but it's fun. Yeah.
Chopin says you want to give a variety of material to show your true talent. And that's true.
Hmm.
Because I had a discussion with my producer. He was like, yeah, no
Oh
capping and
yeah,
shit is good
yeah.
and stuff. But
Hmm.
he was like, yo, I feel like you're doing commercial stuff because you want to like go like on a broad scale to award shows and this and that. But you got to do stuff too so people could see your skill set. He's like,
Right,
I don't think people you got to let people see what we see behind the scenes on
right,
how lyrically inclined you are, but at the same time, I feel like they're not catering to lyrical female MCs right now. It's
right,
not who's the best. It's like who looks the best, who got the biggest titties, who got the smallest waist.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Who got the
But then
biggest butt.
at the end of the
And,
day,
and, and
you
it's like
gotta do what feels good
lyrics,
for you.
yeah, we'll get to that. It's like when I come from, it was who the best that did it, who got the deal.
Hmm.
Now it's like who got the smallest waist and the biggest titties is getting the deal.
Right, definitely, yeah. But
Okay?
yeah, yeah. It's like, but now at this point, it's like, do you really want a deal? You know what I mean?
Right. Oh yeah. Right now, it's like getting a deal. But believe it or not, a lot of people are stuck on getting a deal still,
Hmm.
and
Right.
I call that a lot of people are just thirsty. They just want to. They see the big glitz and the glamour with the label. You know what I'm saying? And if you're at a certain point, I think getting with a label at a certain point
Hmm.
is good. I think when Cardi B got with Atlantic, I think she was at that point with
Right,
Bodak Yellow where she needed to be with a label to
right.
get certain things. But right now, you could do a lot of things independently, and plus, I feel like you got more leverage when you
Hmm.
do a lot your own.
Hmm.
You own stuff like, my name is trademark. If you use Miss Knockout, hey, look, I'm gonna sue that ass,
Yeah.
okay? I'm gonna make more money off of your ass and shit
Hmm.
by you using the name and shit. Why?
Right.
Because I got a trademark. Like, you can't use that. And people was like, well, why are you gonna waste your money doing that now? And I'm like, look,
It's
if
an
I don't if I
investment.
don't do nothing and my music don't go as far as my living room,
Mhm.
nobody could be Miss Knockout but me, motherfucker.
Yeah,
Okay?
yeah. It's an
I
investment.
wish I had a bomb to drop to that, but I guess I'll have the sound effects next week.
You gotta get that
You know
Khaled
what I'm
horn,
saying?
like, yeah.
Right. You got to have your business in order, your website, trademark your name, register your music. A lot of artists don't do these things. They just say, oh, I'm doing a song, I'm putting it out. And then they kind of even forget about it. They don't even promote
Yeah,
that shit.
yeah, 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 yeah. No,
Yeah. So,
at the time that they don't need to do all those things. Oh, I don't want to pay the money to register it. Oh, I don't need to do this. Oh, blah blah blah. But then at the end, they're like, shit, I should have done that. Yeah,
right.
you'll definitely end up regretting it if you don't take the proper
There
steps.
was an artist, right,
Yeah.
who was trying to copy my name. They were of Asian descent,
Mhm.
but they happened to switch the name up because they seen it. And I was like, come on, you didn't come up with. I had that name so
Wow.
far back that if we did go to court, you wouldn't even win without a trademark because I
Right.
got stuff to prove that I was rocking with that name for a
Mhm.
minute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But the person switched the thing up and they shortened it
They came
to
for
a
the
certain kind of way. So, I let them rock, but you
right.
can't use Miss Knockout. But I was knockout at first, but I
Mhm.
threw the miss on top of it because I had a little discrepancy with this dude that was taking my flyers to labels when I was doing the showcases. I had
Yeah.
my own showcase in New York.
Mhm.
He was taking my flyers to labels, getting funding and backing off of my name, and somebody caught on to it. And then I called him, and he changed his name to Knockout and all that. And I was like, he said, "Well, I'm not switching my name." So I
Mhm.
said, "Okay, cool, don't switch it. Then I'm gonna put the Miss in front." And I
Right.
said, "You gonna be Miss Knockout, motherfucker?
Yeah.
Because if
Right.
you are, you gonna have a problem with your homeboys. If you want to be
Mm.
Miss Knockout, go
That's
right
right.
ahead." And
Mhm.
that's how the myth came on the knockout. But people call me knockout. But you
Right.
gotta handle your business.
Mhm.
Word.
That's some shit.
So you get ready to put out a couple of new songs or whatever. The shows ain't really popping up. How do you find during COVID? Like, how did you survive and still do your artistry during COVID? Like, what were you doing?
Man, I think my website saved me a lot. Like, through COVID
Oh,
because the lack of performances is just like, oh no. So I think, you know, people could just go buy the music straight from my site. So that I think that helped me a wee bit
right,
throughout COVID. But you know, it was just like a hard hit without being able to
right.
perform live. So you had to make quick adjustments. Like for me, I didn't. I think I was lucky because I wasn't in the middle of getting ready to go out like hard.
Hmm.
I had like a couple
Right,
dates here and there, but it wasn't like hard, like
right.
full blown tour or anything that I had set up. But it was definitely a blow. Like the COVID, you know, having to
Yeah,
stay
a
home.
lot of artists suffered this year. That show money went out the window.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's important. And I was watching Ashcast. He's like a business advisor. He's a very good person to follow. He gives a lot of wisdom and gems. You heard of Ashcast?
It sounds
It's a
familiar.
guy. Yeah. And he was talking about, it's funny you talk about your website because
Mhm.
he was talking about how people have short attention spans
Right.
and you should pull all your stuff through one thing so people can find it.
Yeah.
So if you say go to missknockout.com, go to Miss Knock, then they go there and they find everything. And
Right.
it's boom, it's one stop shopping. But when
Right.
you have this or that, you all over here, Reverb Nation,
Hmm.
SoundCloud, oh, you
Go to
got
my
to pull
website.
everything
Everything right there. Yeah.
into one spot because
Hmm.
people don't got time and their attention spans is all over the place and they don't got time to be looking here, there,
Right.
remembering your long ass Instagram name.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Exactly.
you telling me your Instagram name is like ABC dot
Charlie
one two
Brown.
three
Wah,
four
wah, wah, wah,
colon
wah.
semi-class. It's like I ain't gonna remember all that shit.
Yeah.
If a motherfucker smoking a blunt, they damn sure ain't gonna remember that shit. They
They
gonna
forgot
forget as
after
soon
the
as they
second
turn
letter.
around. You know what I'm saying? So get your website. It's important. You're
Hmm.
gonna spend money. When you're trying to be a business person and music is a business,
Hmm.
some people it's a hobby, but it is a business. You're
Hmm.
gonna have to spend a little change on something.
Right.
Website, whatever. You're gonna have to spend it. A lot of
Mhm.
people don't want to spend money. A lot of people don't have the money to spend. If you don't have the money to spend, then you got to put this on hold and you got to go out and sell some nutcrackers or something. I ain't trying to tell you to do nothing illegal.
I have some
let me take,
grown, you
let
know.
me rewind that and take that back because it'd be like, Knockout told me to be out here selling nutcrackers. No, I didn't, bitch. Don't be snitching on me.
Oh
Let
God.
me rewind that. No, you do what you need to do to find a way to make money. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
definitely.
Knockout's not telling you to go sell nutcrackers.
Wow, that's some shit.
But you gotta get your home set up first. Because if your
Yeah.
home base ain't set up,
Hmm.
then you can't do nothing else. I know people who so thirsty to be an actor and be in music that their home will be blowing up. And they'll be still out here trying to go on some audition.
Oh
And you
yeah.
got an eviction notice on your door and you start trying to go to an audition. It's like
Hmm.
you got to get your priorities straight. Are you that thirsty?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. A lot of them are that thirsty that they will fucking sit there and be getting evicted, coming out the courtroom talking about, ooh,
No.
it's 3 o'clock. I got to make this audition. Bitch, you just got kicked out your house. You better go get it together. Okay?
They're
Like,
seeing
come
it as
on,
a
get your
sacrifice too.
priorities straight.
Like, hey.
So,
Wow.
you can't, like Diamond said in the strip club in that
Mhm.
movie, you can't let the money make you. You got to make the money. Don't let
Yeah,
the money make you. That
exactly.
was like a true facts.
Hmm. That is
All right. So anything else you want people to know? Because it's coming up on 5 minutes and Instagram, they won't let you be great,
oh
people.
no,
They'll
you can't
chop
do
your
like a
neck in the
song
middle of a sentence.
no.
Instagram
Nah,
will chop
I
you
want
in the
y'all all
neck
to
in the
go check
middle of
out
a
my
sentence.
songs. You know, go stream my
Yes,
single. It's called "Keep a Smile," and then I got another one. It's called
yes.
"Response." Yeah, you know, you look at me, I make your body respond. You know what I'm saying?
Make your body respond. Yeah, that's my jam. Yeah, when I hear that joint, I
Right.
want to give me some wine and shit. Look, I'm no more
Oh,
good for the night. Your body
that's funny.
respond.
Thank
I'm
you.
no more good. I'm having my wine. I'm vibing. Like you got that music that you just vibe to.
That is what's
Yo,
up.
if you want to, let me tell you, if you on the live right now, right? You got that music you just want to vibe to. Like I watch GJ Showbiz, right? I be watching him
Yeah.
on the show. He
Hmm.
throw on your instrumental. I said, Deanna,
When he throwing that instrumental, he start talking his shit. He be like, yeah, you artist, but he have your instrumental and he be
Right.
vibing to that shit. You know what I'm
Mm-mm.
saying? The only reason why I ain't
That's
sent out my
it.
instrumental is because I'm a chess player.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a couple of people like Showbiz. I'm gonna send him an instrumental because I know he ain't gonna give it to nobody. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? But I don't want motherfuckers to be kicking freestyle to my shit just yet. I want to get my shit off to it because a motherfucker kick a freestyle, they be looking at that like it's the record. But like that's my shit. You know, so you gotta really be
It's
smart
gonna be a
about
little
giving
different.
out the right. They have a
Yeah.
whole record going up. They be streaming your shit. You be like,
Yeah,
that's my
right.
shit. Oh, now
They
I
be like,
gotta
got
cut a
more hits than me.
motherfucker.
I'd be like, what the hell?
Right. So when you a hip hop artist and you give out the instrumentals, sometimes people take it and they be doing their little fucking bars and shit, and
Mm-hmm.
some of it don't be hot. It's like, come on, nah, don't bring my stock down. But I am going to give out the instrumental like when I move on to the next song, probably.
That's what's
Then
up.
I'm
I
gonna probably throw the instrumental out.
can
But
rock
the
out to your next
DJs be
one.
liking the instrumental too, because they like to talk over stuff, you
Mm-hmm.
know. So that was very good and stuff. And I know Showbiz, he throwing that body instrumental, boy. He be like, yeah,
That's what's
he be
up.
talking his stuff, and it's all good. All right,
That's really cool.
so we
Peace,
here
love. Thanks everybody for
Saturday.
tuning in.
Yeah,
Yeah, make sure you go stream my jammy.
make sure you go stream
Yeah.
Anna D. Is
Yeah,
how you
Anna
pronounce
Kate.
the name.
Whatever it makes you think of.
Anna D.
Okay.
So make sure I might come back a little while longer and kick it
Mhm.
and take some people on after this because I see some
Yeah.
more people coming in. So if they chop me, come right back if you want to kick it a little longer.
Okay.
We do the show after the show or whatever.
Yeah.
And we get it popping because Instagram be chopping you at the neck. You be
Yeah,
like,
you
yeah.
get to
And right, as soon as you get to the good part too, and then I
Mhm.
rolled up on her, and then it'd be like,
I know.
end.
Yes.
So that's what's up. So
Yeah.
shout out to City Radio, DJ Showbiz, Breaking the New.
Man.
Look up Breaking the New on Instagram.
Everybody.
DJ Showbiz. He's all over the stream right now. If you go to my page, you'll see him liking my stuff. You could click through right there. And if you're an artist, send him your stuff. And not only sending the stuff in, you gotta support.
Yes. Make sure you
Listen this
support.
week to www.mycityradio.com,
Yeah.
and he's spinning. He be going in on there. DJ Alizé, it's a good platform. They stream for around the world,
It's a
and
good
if you have your stuff registered, you're going to get paid.
Mm-hmm.
You
Yes.
know what I'm saying?
It's
So Anna D, she's doing her thing. Her music is like a nice vibe, man. I'm telling you, you're gonna want to grab you some wine and sit back and chill
that's
and be
what's up.
like, hey, and
Yeah.
that's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
I think so.
So every week I'm gonna come back here. I'm gonna have a guest on every week, every Saturday, 8 o'clock. I want to build some consistency so people will
Mhm.
get used to seeing me. And if it really gets popping, because I'm getting like a lot of requests for interviews behind the scene. I'm
That's
gonna
what's
get
up.
some good people on here. I'm gonna get some celebrities on here. I know a couple people too. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And this is why I didn't. We get ready to get cut off, but this is also Showbiz. If you still on here, Showbiz. He don't know this, right? Because he worked at Bad Boy, right? But what he don't know is I was an original member of alumni with Black Rob, but we never got to really get to the point to do anything. You know what
Mhm.
I'm saying? Because Rob was doing his thing and he was over and all over the place or whatever. So it was me, PD Pablo, Rigor Mortis, and once like it didn't go, then PD Pablo went and he did his thing, rolling around with a helicopter.
Mhm.
G Dep was already with Diddy. He was doing his thing. I don't really know what Rigor Mortis is doing right now. He's probably still doing his thing. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
And we was the original members, and I was the only girl, and that's still my brother.
Yeah.
Black Rob is still my brother. Alumni for ever. And I just no matter what, I keep going, and
Yeah. You have to.
the end of the story. I
Yeah.
keep going, and it's like society would be like, oh, keep going and never give up. And then when a bitch hit 30 and you above 30, they'd be like, bitch, give up,
Yeah, I
get
heard.
out of here. It's like, no,